Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Happy Friday, guys. We made it. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. We got a lot of information to go over today. I guess we're running a little early, but I got something to do. So I want to go ahead and get started. Thanks for joining. Uh, as always, there's some pretty good information from ZBCN, man, and my main man Black Rue. But ZBCN, Zebec Network, the Zebec Warriors, the Pirates, the Zebecians, the Zebecian Millionaires. There's some big information coming, some listings on the way. So Zebec could hit $1 sooner than you think. So let me know what you guys think. Let me start the screen share and see what we can see. So I'm just testing something out. Let me see why the screen share didn't start. So here we go. Okay, let's check this out. See if that's a little better. So this is Caleb and Brown. Shout out to Caleb and Brown and the personal brokerage. They actually do self custody your crypto and help you on your crypto journey. So you get a one-on-one broker and you get 24/7 support. So if you do have questions and you want to talk to them, or if you have ideas or something to research, they can reach out to you and help you along the way. So shout out to Caleb and Brown. Make sure you sign up. You can use my link in the description and they do help you. And thanks for everyone that signed up and support the BTM Crypto News Network and also who are involved in the project. I do get things like 5% or something when you sign up. So it is a nice little bump. Just trying to keep the lights on BTM Crypto News Network. I got to get another mic stand. I guess this mic stuff's driving me crazy. And I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I can get this image a little better. Shout out to my man Fabian. All this time you've been telling me, I really didn't pay attention to it, but the actual screen share isn't coming through as clear as I thought it was. I thought it was on my laptop, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. But apparently the videos aren't as clear as possible. So thank God the sound sounds good. But yeah, I might look into trying to make that video a little clearer. Let me know in the comments. What up, Tony T? Pump time, bro. Yeah, and like we've been saying all week, right? They haven't had a major announcement or a major catalyst, right? They're due for something big to happen, something to bring people running over and to invest in the project. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let's look at the bubbles real quick. So this is a lot of green in the market today. There was some mention about the Senate voting on ending the uh, government shutdown. And I think it's going to happen soon. There's too much going on. Too many people are getting affected. So I think at some point they would want to get the government back up and working, especially with the airlines and the delays that are happening there. But let me know what you guys think about that as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So Near's up 44.8. Ethereum Classic is up 30.4. Gala's up 19.5. Looks like there's a lot of green today. Folks are making some money if you bought that dip. Arcam's up 19.1. Dodge is up 13.5. What is this? Hash flow is up 13%. Caspa's up 19.8. Okay, Caspa, I see you. Up 2.6 on the hour, 19.8 on the day, 1.6 on the week, 30.1 on the month, 55.7 on down 55.7 for the year. So there's still room to grow here, but it looks like things are finally turning around, especially if they get this government shutdown over with. I think things will really start to take off. Render is up 36.4. Litecoin's up 20.2. Bear is up 15.7. Algorand's up 16.7. Cardano 88 is up 11.3. FCX is up 22. Peanut is up 16.4. Dog with a hat is up 15.4. Sui is up 11.8. Vet is up 17.6. Arbitron's up 16. AIZ BT's up 15. Pepe's up 14.5. Luan's up 14.8. XCN is up 8.8. Putty Penguin is up 8.3. Luna's up 11. Brett's up 15. Snake's up 10. H bar's up 8.1. Osmosis is up 13.4. What is this? Aerodrone is up 10.4. Radian's up 11.9. Fluke is up 13.7. Zilcash is up 33.5. Shout out to Zilcash. Let me check something with this camera. Just waiting for the camera to come back. See if that changed a little bit with the camera. If that helped, and it didn't. I guess it's not the camera. I don't know what the freak is going on. Maybe that's a little better. Can't really tell. So this is Turbo's up 22.8. FET is up 72 point. What? Is up 72.9. 12.3 on the hour, 61 for the week. 38 cents from 21 cents. Let's see if FET. Arch Block is up 11. Aleo is up 14.7. And Jess up 22. Bonk is up 16. AIZ16 is up 17.6. Virtuals is up 17. Uniswap is up 13. Monero is up 5.8. World Mobile is up 5.5. See, we miss anything? Theta's up 23. Spell's up 12. Pith is up 22. Ondo's up 16. ICP is up 8. XPX 6917. Bonk is up 16. Ethereum is up 2.3 on the day, 1.5 on the hour, down 12 on the week, down 24.9 for the month, and 24.5 on the year. And Solano is up 3.1 on the day, 1.2 on the hour, 13% on the week, 29.3 on the month, and 13.7 on the year, back up to 161.4. Where is Bitcoin? There we go. So Bitcoin is up to 102. Oh wow, it went down to 99. Up 1.1 on the day, 0.6 on the hour, down 6.3 on the week, 17.1 on the month, and 35.4 up on the year. That was Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and this is Zcash up 32% on the day, down 0.2 on the hour, up 85.9 for the week, up 302 on the month, and 1,541 on the year. Okay, Zcash, I see you. So where is our favorite payroll? There we go. So ZBCN is up 1.8 on the day, zero point 0.6 on the hour, back at 0031, still down 14.5 on the week, down 30.9 for the month, but still up 228 on the year. So shout out to Zebec, the Zebecians, all the Zebec holders. We are getting back, not quite back to the 5 or the 4 yet, but we are in process. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, let's see what's going on with Zebec. Actually, I don't have the holder count. That's what I'm missing. So give it a second because it always changes right when I start talking. See? So for the hour, it's up 1.46. The day, it's up 1.9, or 0031, down 14 on the week, up down 30.9 on the month, down 40.3 for 90 days, and up 227 on the year. CoinMarketCap says, give it a second because I'm sure it's going to change. Let me check the holders while we got a chance. Got a second here. Check the holder scan. I'll open these guys up and see. There we go. So what was this? So CoinMarketCap says for the day we're up 2.6. Back at 297.6 market cap. Can't quite get to that 300 mil one, but we're getting closer. Actually, this is a lot cleaner in the video. 24-hour trading volume is 16.1, up 23.8. So the volume is back, just a matter of time, trying to get to 298. Hopefully we can get to the 300 million, 400 million market cap soon. See what the holders have. Holders were at 87,568 on solo scan. On holder scan, 87,563. And we're waiting for that rest of the page to load. So we'll give it a second. 4 hours were up 27. 12 hours were up 46. For the day, we are up 86. 3 days, we're up 260. Was that? 7 days, we're up 137. 14 days, up 587. And for 30 days, we're up 2,479. So it looks pretty good. Close out the bubbles. And we'll take it over to X and see what is going on. So on X, just checking something else real quick. On X, there is this announcement about the games. Another video. Let's run
Exactly
real
what drives Zebec and Uphold. Together, they're changing how money moves, getting paid, sending cash, or trading faster, safer, smarter. This season, you'll see them on the ice, on the court, and now in your wallet. Zebec and Uphold, powering the next play in how America moves money. Visit zebec.io or uphold.com to learn more. Crypto is volatile. You can lose all funds. Terms apply. Not available in all jurisdictions. Sports fans know what matters: speed, precision, and trust. That's exactly what drives Zebec and Uphold. Together, they're changing how money moves, getting paid, sending cash, or trading faster, safer, smarter. This season, you'll see them on the ice, on the court, and now in your wallet. Zebec and Uphold, powering the next play in how America moves money. Visit zebec.io or uphold.com to learn more. Crypto is volatile. You can lose all funds. Terms apply. Not available in all jurisdictions. Sports
So
fans.
shout out to Zebec for that video. Played it a couple times. Tony T, what's up? Pump time. Hydra, Hybro Dad. What's the news? Zebec can hit $1. We'll get to that in a minute. And is this the same video? I'm trying to remember. Is this? Let's see. 31 seconds. Did I see the beginning of this? Is this the same video? Oh yeah, it is. Our campaign with Uphold officially kicks off next week. Our first NBA NHL Stadium takeover is going November 10th, which I think is Monday, right? Yep, Monday. Radio ads will begin next week and the same cities where the games take place. And then they are promoting the jersey campaign as well. Let me know what you guys think about that. Moving forward, this is my main man, Creative Control. And Creative Control is shouting out the legend, Black Root. So shout out to Black Root and Creative Control. Somebody tap Black Root on the shoulder and tell him he don't miss. He doesn't miss. For months, he's been saying Zebec will tap into sports betting. Now our partners, Zero Hash, is diving in. Awesome. Stablecoins are a natural fit for DraftKings because they allow players to fund instantly and safely. No banking hours, no friction. 90% of activities happen in 12 hours before games begin. So Speed Wins explains why Jenny Hightower Saletto at our on-chain brokerage summary. Oh, but yeah, Rue was definitely talking about this months ago. What up, Silver Days? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What up, BTM Crypto News? Let's go. And Silver Days got a XRP video. I was trying to get it out, but it took too long. But it is on the way. It should come up probably later today, maybe around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So keep an eye out for that. But this is the Z Hash video. We're going to play that real quick.
The stable coins we don't currently offer, but it's definitely something that we're really focused on at DraftKings. As you can imagine, most of our products that are on platform are not during normal banking hours. They're evenings and weekends. NFL games, 90% of our volume comes in the 12 hours before the event, half of it during live volume. And our customers aren't funding an account on Monday to trade on a Sunday. They are opening up the app on Sunday. They might be at the game, they're at a bar, they're watching it at home, and they're interested. And part of the experience for DraftKings is playing alongside the game that you're watching. So for customers, they really need that instant access in order to be able to fund an account and begin to trade. Now, there are ways to do that. If you guys have DraftKings accounts, it's not like if you haven't deposited on a Friday, you can't participate on a Sunday, but there is risk to that. There's costs associated with funding and the various mechanisms to get cash flowing. There's risk, so chargeback risks for allowing customers to trade on cash that hasn't been delivered. So for stablecoins, it's a natural fit for DraftKings because it allows us to minimize those costs as well as allow customers access to the products that they want. I think more and more, we see our our customer base being crypto native in a way, in that they're not transitioning from cash to stable to crypto back to stable back to cash. They may have just native stablecoin assets or native crypto assets in their wallets, and they're not looking to convert that to cash and then send ACH or a debit card transfer to DraftKings. They just want to be able to send their stable directly. And so for us to be able to support that, it's part of the ecosystem for our business. So stable coins, we don't currently offer.
So with Zhash entering the game, that could be a game changer. So shout out for Rue and Creative Control. What up, Silver? What up, Yazin? What's going on with your fam? Moving forward, this is Angelica, Zebec, the undisputed GOAT, and Web3 payroll. Robinhood, Coinbase, Stargate, Morpho, Kraken, basically everybody who's anybody is building on Arc. And of course, Zebec is involved in Arc as well. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think this is a pretty good little 3-minute, 3-second video sketch thing, right? We just need to get some partnerships and we are off to the races. This is Zebec holders, aces in the land of jokers. Zebec Zebec card. Yeah, I think it's going to be big. So this is with XRP ETFs coming up. Do you guys think XRP will hit $10 before Zebec hits $1? Wondering if I should keep my 500 XRP sitting on Uphold for a quick sale when it hits $80 or get 300K plus ZBCN. Don't want to quickly buy ZBN, then all of a sudden XRP hits $10. That's actually a pretty good question. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. I do have some XRP, and I was thinking that myself. Do I buy more XRP, wait for XRP to pop and dump it all into ZBCN, or do I get more ZBCN? I think with ZBCN, we got time before it hits $1. Granted, it will hit $1, right? That's not a question. The question is, which one will hit faster? Will a Zebec hit the dollar mark faster, or will XRP hit $10 faster? And with the ETFs coming, I think XRP is going to start to push, but I would say invest in both. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. We are ZBCN pirates for sure. Shout out to Captain Zach. This is Kent. Local council has been overcharging me for grounds maintenance, so I'm entitled to a good wedge back. I guess that's a refund. Call them today. Yes, we can refund you. Great, I thought. Get some ZBCN. Nope, they refund once per week on Wednesdays, and the payment will be next Friday. Wish they use ZBCN instant settlement. And I was thinking that too, especially with government agencies and public or city, federal, right? If they start using Zebec, like we're saying with the kids that getting paid in the same day or hour or up to the second, if these guys can get your money streamed, they can refund it streamed. And that would take a lot of pressure off municipalities, especially city and local government, because like he says, these guys take weeks to get your payment back. And as we talked about, this is batch process, right? So sometimes, sometimes with the batch process, it takes um, weeks to get the refund, days, months. It takes a while, right? It's not something that they could just do and send it back. You have to hit the process, send it in, get it processed, wait for the bank's batch to pick it up. And the bank's batch takes a day, right? Which is actually a file they load to their system. It updates, it credits or debits your account, and the following day your account gets updated. So if they were able to stream this, this would revolutionize not just checking and payroll, but also settlement and refunds. A lot of people don't understand how settlement works on your account and how refund, like why it takes you 3 to 5 business days to get your ACH payments, right? You pay your mortgage with a check or ACH. It takes almost another week for them to pull the money out versus with instant settlement, they could do it in the same day or within an hour or two, which would be totally awesome, especially as it comes to overdraft fees and bounce backs and all kind of crazy stuff. That would be ridiculously great for consumers and retailers. But we will see, right? Good morning, my pirates. It's grind time. Let's get it. Shout out to Zebec Heavy Hitter 360. Get money squad. Tap in with the squad. The wave ain't stopping. Builders, creators, crypto pirates. Game for free. Well, what is this? It's a game game? Get money squad. What is this? So I'll have to check that out as well. This is Mr. Foresight. Zebec Market Insights, turning red into opportunity. Crypto Insights, buy zones and profit strategies, full episode. So let's see what he's talking about real quick here. Wait, hold on. Let me see what this is. Oh, link tree. Yeah, we'll have to check that out later, my guy. Let's go back to Mr. Foresight.
We're bleeding, but this is our opportunity. I love to see the red. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go to the 24 hours. I think right now, guys, we're in a great buy zone. But again, I'm not telling you guys what to do. I consider it a buy zone because I'm continuing to DCA and I'm going to keep moving forward with projects like this and keep adding a little bit so that when my bags are up there, and I'm jumping over here with you guys now, so that when it's time and everything's going through the roof, I can sell some of my assets like Zebec. And I like what one of the members said. He said he has like 2 million Zebec tokens. And I believe he said that when things get to going up, he's going to sell off like 500,000 of it and take his profits. I'm always going to advocate for taking your profits, guys, but you got to be patient. And as long as you continue to DCA in, when things run up, you don't have to sell completely out.
So shout out to Mr. Foresight, and he's right. Make sure you DCA in and continue to diamond hand, guys. Continue to hold. I need to get my glove back. But you continue to hold. And also make sure you got a plan, right? Like I keep telling you or mention to you guys, make sure you have a plan to take profit at some point. I don't say sell everything, but make sure when the price starts moving, you got a little bit you can sell or take profit on. So you don't wait and miss out, right? Get some money, take some profit, reinvest it, but take your original investment out, right? Make some money in the process. Even if you wait for it to keep pumping, make sure you are getting profit out while you wait. This is ZBCN. Radio ads will begin next week in the same cities where the games take place. Just in case you missed its nice little detail. I didn't know that either. So Monday, I guess in Florida, they'll start running ads. Wait a minute. Vegas and Florida, right? Or maybe Vegas, Florida, Monday, Vegas. Mm, wait a minute. How can they be playing? I don't know how hockey works, but I guess Monday, Vegas, Saturday, St. Louis, following Monday, Dallas. What? Hold up. Wait, what? I might have to go check this out. Um, Atlanta playing the Spurs November 20th. Miami playing Milwaukee the 20th. And the Pistons playing Orlando. Okay. But yeah, so we should start seeing ads and hearing something soon. So that's definitely going to start moving the price again. And this is the Genius Act. Circle commenting on Genius Act implementation. Might check that article out shortly. Okay, I'm looking for an article. Okay, there we go. Crypto Lord, phase 2 is almost complete, with complete much sooner expected by the end of November. Hopefully, phase 3 will begin 100%. Cold storage only 10% discount. Phase 2, a Zebec Network. What is phase 3? It's weird. They're talking about the phases, but there's no phases here. What's phase 3, actually? Let's see if there's mention of phase 3. We'll have to come back to this circle. The Zebec. There's no. What is this? This is tangent, but it doesn't mention. Does it? Doesn't mention the phases. I'll have to check back with that as well. So the next post, shot out to ZBCN man. So, yo, Chad, what's going on? So this is ZBCN man, ZBCN fam. This could be massive. This is the dollar pump. Who is this? This is what's going to pump us to $1. Hybro dad. Is that Hybro? Hybro? Yeah, Hybro dad. Uh, so this is ZBCN. Man, ZBCN, this could be massive. And I mean massive news on ETP and ETF front. Zebec headquarters, institutional money people, all naysayers saying there can't be an ETF. It's too early. Okay, the picture shows otherwise. Zoom in on the wallets. What do you see? Falcon X Global moving tons in ZBCN. Who is Falcon X Global? Drum roll, please. Institutional digital asset prime broker, founded in 2018, headquarters in San Mateo. 2 trillion in trading volume. What? 2,000 plus institutional clients, hedge funds, banks, asset managers, deep liquidity, custody, financing, and global access. October 2025 acquired 21 shares. What? They bought 21. Wait, this is October. Wait, this is November. So they bought 21 shares, a top ETP and ETF issuer, definitely. They had the what is that? The Ethereum. I think Ethereum was the last one. And I think they have a XRP ETF coming out. 21 what is this? What was this? 21 shares. Actually, is it 21? Yeah, 21 shares. They don't touch retail. They execute for institutional only. Now they're stacking ZBCN like it's going into a regulated product. What? Uh, ETP and ETF exposure coming. ZBCN just went from DeFi dark horse to institutional radar. So this is the wallets, Falcon X hot wallet, 24 hours picked up. Is that 74 million? Did I look at this right? 74,238,000 of Zebec, 74.9 million, 244,000, 149 million a day ago. Falcon X hot wallet, 493,000 a day ago. Hot wallet Falcon X, 149 million. 493,000. And then I think all this what's that? 1, 2, 3. All this was a day ago, right? 149,495,000 Zebec. Shut the front door. That's almost see. What is that? Rough estimate, half a meal, a meal, another half a meal, 1.5, not 400. What is that? Almost 3 meal. Let me break out my calculator for this. Let's see what we got here. Hope we don't mess this up. 295, 403 plus 293, 131, 493, 131, 222, 117, 238, 425. Yeah, almost $2 million worth of freaking a Zebec in a day, 24 hours. So roughly this is a day, maybe 2 days. So let's see how many actual tokens is that. That's pretty big actually. Uh, almost 2 mil. So let's see, 149, 819,207 plus 149, 80217, 149, 87, 74,905, 108, 74,899, 108. So that's almost what, 600 million ZBCN tokens in a day? Wow. That's almost half the unlock, literally, right? That's half an unlock. If the unlock is 1.04 billion, they bought half an unlock in a day. So these guys are literally going to buy out the unlocks the same month they come out. So we should see some serious price movement. Who is this? Uh, Hydro Dad, Hybro Dad, Hybrid Dad, Hybrid. What is hybrid? Hybrid's Dad. We should see some serious price action soon. These guys bought half the unlock, right? Are you guys hearing me? Anybody seeing me? Are you guys even listening? Somebody, anybody, everybody? Yazim, Silver Days. Is this right? Is this information good? Let me know what you guys think. But from what I can tell, uh, these guys literally bought half the freaking unlock, right? Let me know in the chat if you know where it's at. Thank you, Silver Days. Thank you. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you know where it's at. Is this making sense, guys? These guys, this freaking Falcon X bought half the dang unlock. And people are talking about we are about to have a dip. If these guys bought half the unlock, this price isn't going down, right? It should start going up quick. These guys are buying up all the supply. So this is Falcon X on X, the largest digital asset prime brokerage for the world's leading institutions. And why are these guys buying up the ZBCN unless they know something we don't know? Well, they probably don't know something we don't know, but they probably know something most people don't know, which is something we know and they know. Something's coming to ZBCN. The world breaking news, Falcon X acquired 21 shares. Together, the two firms will advance the convergence of digital assets and traditional finance, bringing together Falcon X crypto's native market infrastructure, structuring expertise, and institutional network together with 21 shares, listed market leadership, and global distribution. We're excited to announce support for USD1, World Liberty's financial US-backed stablecoin across Falcon X trading, credit, and custody. Institutional client can now trade USD1 with deep, reliable liquidity, use USD1 as collateral for selected derivatives and financial transactions, custodying USD1 securely with Falcon X. Together, we're expanding institutional access to transparent, trusted stablecoins, Solana ETF token buybacks, and declining pre-launch validation. We might have to keep an eye on these guys, bro. So I asked chat who they are. Yeah, we're talking about the audio, bro. I'm talking about the new. But thanks, guys. Thanks, Peter Real, Peter Guns, Real Right. Thanks, Yassine. No problem. My client took a giant clog up the toilet. No problem, bro. Keep the headphones in, bro. We got the information coming for you. You don't have to watch, just listen. Looks like my search tool is having a temporary issue. However, based on my existing knowledge, Falcon X Global likes to refer to Falcon X, a global digital asset trading platform and cryptocurrency broker. Here's the quick overview. Falcon X headquartered in San Mateo, California, with global offices, founded in 2018, institutional cryptocurrency trading and liquidity solutions. What the frick does that mean? Spot and derivative trader, credit and margin solutions, custody and clearing, treasury management for institutions, clients, hedge funds, asset managers, and other institutional investors. Investors like Ascent, B Capital Group, Fidelity, and Tiger Global have invested in Falcon X. So when the Falcon X is going to get the uh, ZBCN token and sell it or broker it with Falcon X. That's weird. Regulation registered as a digital asset broker dealer in the US and compliant with various global financial regulators. No, Falcon X is right, guys. See here. What is it, Falcon X or just Falcon? Is it Falcon X? What's the official Falcon X? Yes. Let's see if anything else comes up with these guys. Let's see if we get anything else. Uh, okay. That was weird. It's thinking. And we'll go back over to X. So shout out to ZBCN man for bringing this up, and our new partner appears, the global Falcon X Global, buying up ZBN tokens like it's going out of style, right? Let's go back down to that part. Still working. It's weird. Somebody needs to give chat some coffee. So, and most of this was XRP. If we can scroll back down, the rest of the ZBCN news. So this is news in the community. Don't click on the link. Block report. I was scammer. They responded under ZBN's latest post. Don't lose focus. Zebec events. So keep an eye out for those guys. This is pick one crypto you think has the most upside potential. Would you hold next year? I don't know what Zello is. Is that Zello? Cubic, 17%, 47% ZBCN, which would be my guess as well. H bar 2.9%. Let's go. Trading Sniper X. Smart traders value inflow trends on large cap tokens in the past hour. Useless 123.9 thousand. Meow 82.6. Zebec number 3 at 44,000. Bonk 23. Jupiter 14. IO 10. Render 7. Radiant 7. And PIF 6. Rise and shine. Great wealth transfer time. No fear. ZBCN retirement is near. Shout out to CKJ Buzella. Let's go, Nico. I see you out here. Keep down the Loto, my guy. Right? I don't want anybody adult napping you, right? Like kidnapping for adults. I don't want anybody adult napping you, messing with you, trying to get your crypto. I can already feel the good times coming. Shout out to Chatter Chucks. That's my guy. Dolph, right? Paper route forever. Let's go, Dolph. I see you out here. This is World Mobile. World Mobile is saying, bum, 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 introducing Uplift, extending the World Mobile vision to every neighborhood. Shout out to World Mobile. I'm not going to read that. This is Kristen Thompson. I never had cell phones when I was 15. I didn't have the opportunity. Powerful story from our chief digital liquidity operator, Thompson. personal mission on driving force behind Uplift, a new community-owned sales service which delivers unlimited data at $9 a month, built to give communities opportunities big wireless won't. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we're gonna pass on that. Rashad, actually, let's check it out.
Think about World Mobile now and the Uplift campaign and getting
Yeah.
internet to people who don't have it. Why did you want to get involved with that, and how are you involved with that?
I mean, for myself, I've come from inner city, which didn't have nothing, didn't have much, trying to figure out where, I never had a cell phone until I was like 15 years old, right? And kind of being the one kid at school where everyone's on their phones or having internet, I was staying at school after school program just to have internet because I didn't have the opportunity. So for myself, at World Mobile, especially with our DNA, is about uplifting the community and creating this rev share economy, kind of similar to like what Uber is, right? Uber, they don't own the vehicles, they don't. The entrepreneurs, the people, they own the vehicles, they turn on their meter, and they'll be able to create infrastructure and revenue for themselves. But from a telco side, what these big conglomerates, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they've all extracted, right? No one's ever created a program where we're going to elevate our young entrepreneurs, but put money back into their pocket or give them opportunity to. And for World Mobile, that's what we're doing with Uplift. Going back to the cities that I'm from, the inner cities, people that have very similar walk of life like I had growing up, give them that opportunity, right? I think it's, for me, in this mission in the tech space, is being able to be the blueprint, but give these kids the next opportunity. Be like, I want to be like Tristan.
Oh, wow. So shout
And when
out
you
to
think about
Tristan
World Mobile now,
and World Mobile, right? Support those who support you, right? And that's a pretty good project. This is Black, our moon god, creative control. When Circle wins, Zebec wins. The Genius Act is momentous turning point for the future of digital dollars. Our response to the U.S. Treasury request for public comment on this historic law implementation outlines recommendations to deliver a uniform, potentially sound framework for U.S. dollar payment stablecoin. We'll have the article. You can check that out on the BTM Crypto News Network. And this is ARC is designed to serve global liquidity hub for the world's stablecoins and tokenization. Check this out real quick.
We talk about a liquidity hub. We've actually purpose-built the chain to serve as a liquidity hub because it's so fast, because it's an L1, it can kind of get anywhere.
Build your application on ARC for the liquidity, 1 second, 1 cent, 1 click experience.
When we talk about a liquidity hub, we've actually
So shout out to ARC and Circle. Officially part of ARC, Zebec is a member of Circle Alliance. USDC powered the entire Zebec product suite. Circle Ventures is early. Circle Ventures is an early Zebec investor along with Coinbase and Solana. Imagine processing payroll, 10% of the 100 companies that are on ARC. And why? Because Zebec is backed by Circle and focused on developing payroll payments rails within the USDC ecosystem, designed to bring financial services on chain in a way that is accessible and useful for businesses around the world. Over 100 countries in finance and technologies are already part of the early testing phase. This includes major institutions as BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, Visa, MasterCard, and State Street. And shout out to Tapper, my main man, Deepak, to all the new Zebec holders. This is your moment to start stacking your wave. Aim to accumulate 500K to 1 million Zebec while the ocean is still calm. The ones who act now will ride the tide when the current shifts, because when Zebec touches 10 cents and beyond, the early ripples will turn into life-changing waves. So shout out to Deepa. And I wanted to check out a quick video. This is Rue talking about Circle, but this is someone talking about Ondo. I'm going to play this video and be right back.
And securities. These names float around in the RWA space. But what if I told you there's two crypto projects that's changing the game of finance and bringing trillions of dollars in tokenization on chain? Let me break it down. Why Ondo and Zebec is changing digital finance forever. Take a look. Imagine you want to put your money somewhere safe, maybe in US government bonds or short-term investment fund. Normally, you'd have to go through a bank deal with paperwork and wait days just to get started. Now, imagine doing all that in your crypto wallet. That's the idea about real-world assets, also RWAs. But let's get right into it. It's one of the biggest shifts happening right now. It's about bringing real financial products, the kind used by banks and financial institutions, onto the blockchain. The crypto project I'm referring to is Ondo. It doesn't let you access these assets. It turns them into usable crypto tokens. The Ondo token helps govern how the whole system runs. Let's break down what Ondo is and how it works and why it's one of the leaders in the RWA space. So, how does Ondo work? Ondo helps set up legal structures with help from trusted financial partners like Coinbase and BlackRock. They handle real money and buy assets like US Treasury ETFs or government-backed bonds. These assets are then held by professional custodians like BNY Mellon. Once everything is in place, Ondo creates tokens that represent shares of those real assets. If you hold one of these tokens, you're not holding something fake. You're actually holding something directly tied to a regulated investment. And that investment earns yield over time. The best part is all of this is managed on chain. So while the assets, like in the real world, your tokens live in your wallet, ready to be traded, transferred, or used in the DeFi protocols at any time. So let's break down what Ondo's core use case is. Specifically, I'm talking about Ondo's core tokens. So let me break it down to you. You want to take notes and stick around because I do get into detail. So let's break down Ondo's core tokens. First off, USDY. This token is available to users outside the US. It's backed by safe, short-term government bonds and cash. What's so special about USDY is that it earns yield automatically just by holding it, not staking, no extra steps. The value slowly increases because the real assets behind it are generating interest. Next is OUSG. This token gives exposure to the Treasury ETF, a fund made up of US government debt, and it's aimed at institutions and accredited investors. To mint or redeem it, you have to complete KYC. But once it's in your wallet, you can use it just like any other crypto token. And then the third one, we have ROUSG. That works a bit differently. Instead of the price going up, the token amount increases as yield is paid out. This makes it easy to play into some DeFi platforms that track balances rather than price. Together, these tokens bring real world value to the crypto world. Not speculation, but through financial assets that earn income and already have demand outside of crypto. But Ondo isn't just stopping by building a few tokens. It's building a full ecosystem. The first major piece is Flux Finance, a DeFi lending platform where users can borrow and lend using these RWA tokens. For example, if you hold OSG, you can deposit it into Flux and borrow USDC against it, or vice versa. So we've broken down what Ondo is, what it's trying to solve, and some of the core tokens in its ecosystem. But you're probably wondering, what is Ondo Chain? What is their blockchain? So let me break it down. So Ondo Chain is their very own blockchain, which is specifically built for financial use. It's permissionless, which follows rules for compliance and regulation. The validators are trusted institutions, and the chain is optimized to handle assets that is tied to legal structures and real-world jurisdictions. Basically, it's the kind of chain that big financial companies that would actually want to build on. So far, Ondo has tokenized over 250 million in real-world assets. Its products are live on chains like Ethereum, Solana, Sui, with expansion to even more chains like the XRP ledger. And they're partnered with major names like BlackRock, Coinbase, Circle, Solana Foundation, Fireblocks, and more. And it sounds like something similar. Zebec also had an impressive funding campaign since 2021 with similar partners like Circle, Coinbase Ventures, and Solana Ventures. So you can see kind of the link here. Ondo is doing something important that crypto has not seen in a very long time by bringing real regulated income generating financial assets on chain. Ondo gives crypto a much stronger foundation. It makes DeFi safer and helps attract real users and institutions. Ondo have impressive partnerships, one of them being BlackRock. And I'm going to play a clip from the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, explaining projects like Ondo. What Ondo is doing is bringing tokenization on chain. But take a look at this.
The opportunity for tokenization is probably the most important component of how we are going to see the evolution of the financial plumbing of the world. And the reality is, if we could tokenize all our ETFs, all $5.3 trillion of our ETFs, and provide that in a digital wallet, you could seamlessly, without fees, going from a digital currency or a stable coin or whatever that may be in your digital wallet and buy bond or stocks. And I believe that is going to be the future.
So there you have it, RWAs, tokenization, ETFs. So we know that Zebec is focusing on stablecoin payroll, and they have been in a partnership with Ondo for a year. But recently it caught my eye in their recent X space, expanding their relationship with Ondo, specifically their USDY. USDY, you're able to earn yield by just holding it. You don't need to stake, you don't need to do any extra steps. But I'm going to play a clip from Zebec explaining that they are expanding their partnership with Ondo, specifically their USDY on their Zebec card products. So take a look at this.
Great meeting this week actually with Ondo. We've been partnering now with Ondo for over a year, and we're working on expanding the integration of Ondo's USDY stablecoin across Zebec cards in the Super. So we're planning to allow users to earn yield on the idle balances within our apps through a simple conversion to USDY. And this is also going to open up the door to direct access to tokenized stocks through Ondo. So stay tuned for an expansion of that partnership. And in our view, this is a great way to drive usage and adoption of Zebec tools, because if you're going to keep balances on your cards and within your app, you might as well be earning, the best rates and yields that the industry has to offer through Ondo. So that is also coming. So yes, it's going to be a very, very busy end of the year. In terms of our spaces calendar, we're going to be planning a major spaces in November with some of our biggest partners around the topics of stablecoins. Given all of the big news in the institutional and government sphere of stablecoins in the past few weeks, we think it's timely to bring together the leaders of the industry to talk about what we think the next 12 months is going to look like in the space.
So what do you guys think? Do you think RWA and tokenization on chain is coming into the crypto world? In my opinion, this allows big investors and serious financial institutions for stepping into crypto in a regulated and controlled space. I'll see you guys in the next one.
So a guy messaged me on social media the other day with the story that, from the onset felt
news about Ondo and regulation coming to the crypto space. And this is Black Rue, and he's talking about Circle and the Circle wallet, or Circle's integration with let me see. Circle's integration with Circle's creating a blockchain with Zebec Ripple. Blockchain with Zebec. Should Ripple XRP be wordy? What? Let me see what Rue's talking about here.
Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Rue investing. Let's go. Who's this producer?
Best believe it was black to invest. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. It's reinvest.
Your crypto deserves the best protection. Big news here. Circle is starting its own blockchain called ARC. Should Ripple be worried? Well, let's get into this news just straight away here. And we're going to look at basically a couple videos that ARC has for us. One from the CEO of Circle, Jeremy Allaire. We're going to play that right now.
The past several decades has seen incredible epics of the internet. We've seen the internet collide with how people make products, sell products, making the cost of publishing and sharing data frictionless and
Did the sound go out on the video? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. What happened here, Slick?
Circle, Jeremy.
Let me see what's going on.
we've seen the internet collide with how people make.
It's weird the sound.
I think people are really missing that in the reduction of all the economic.
So much of that. Let's play from here then.
Economic velocity, right? I think people are really missing that in the reduction of all these fees and with things like Zebec, who's helping with this arc, okay? It's going to increase velocity of spending. It's going to increase the velocity of consumption, right? Which is going to vastly help. Like, so the amount of fees they're going to lose out on is going to be inconsequential because people are going to be increasingly buying, and getting paid. And, there'll also be AI agents out there earning for you. So here we have another thing from Mark. It's about 5 minutes. We're going to watch it here. Let me share that for you and let's watch now.
Use cases that I want to talk to you all about, like FX, capital markets, payments, agentic AI payments. And we've seen the journey of the internet exchange of value from Bitcoin to stable coins and growing stable coins to their depth. We've seen massive improvements on regulation, usability, like we've had wallet advancements, privacy advancements, blockchain consensus advancements that brought us to this moment. The vision for ARC is to move that economic activity onto ARC and public blockchains.
When you're trying to tackle a vision as large as getting economic activity of the internet on a layer like this, there needs to be certain feature sets that really allow that to happen naturally, right? And for example, privacy has been a core feature that hasn't been really implemented across public blockchains today that enterprises, institutions, and even people like me and you will care about longer term, we believe, right? So I think there's an opportunity there to bring these types of feature sets along with other things like abstracting away volatile currencies and having that be just dollars and making it feel like dollar to dollar exchange rather than a currency that's shifting in value consistently.
FX on chain is something that I think is an incredibly untapped opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's like, bootstrapped on different networks. We can have a world where you've got settlement, remittances, payouts, things like that, all on chain, cross border with, hundreds of different currencies around the world. So I'm really excited to partner with all these different local issuing authorities to bring local stablecoins to ARC and create a network where builders can use those primitives of all these local stablecoins to build all kinds of solutions that we can't even consider.
Yeah, I'm really excited about FX because my background previously, I was an FX trader, and those are the largest markets in the world. We traded $7 trillion a day in FX.
Wow.
But that market then fees and fees and fees are added at different layers of the stack the further that you are from that curve. So if you're a fintech, you probably get access into the market. If you're an SMB, good luck. If you're a consumer, changing, you've all experienced this.
Yep.
Changing your rates at the airport, you get hit with 3% fees. There's still a gap on public blockchains where trading and liquidity for digital assets has thrived, but FX has not. FX is a 24/7 market, but the real challenge is you can't really settle instantly.
Yep.
So you can trade 24/7 and they're liquid, but you still have that 2-day settlement gap and lag. And that's what ARC and bringing these local stable coins on chain will solve. It brings, 24/7 transparent instant settlement that then payment institutions, hedgers, and speculators will receive the benefits of ARC and the blockchain.
When we talk about a liquidity hub, we've actually purpose-built the chain to serve as a liquidity hub because it's so fast, because it's an L1, it can kind of get anywhere.
Build your application on ARC for the liquidity, 1 second, 1 cent, 1 click experience. Once you're on chain and have, the FX primitives, the non-dollar stables converting to dollar stables, that's where it brings us to tokenized assets. Tokenized assets come in the form of money market funds, private credit funds, equities, and that's where it lets these, builders, institutions, developers start leveraging their store of value to trade.
You see large institutions starting to tokenize some of their book. They know that this is the future. And I think that's simply because it's going to be cheaper to put assets on chain, and then it unlocks additional capital that will unlock additional demand. And we believe that, ARC is the best place to do that because we'll have this incredible ecosystem.
A lot of things we've touched on in terms of finality, privacy, like privacy, for example, certainly applies to capital markets use cases. A lot of traders and hedge funds, for example, will be uncomfortable revealing their trading patterns and strategies to folks directly on the network. So this is where idea of having opt-in privacy for a lot of these trading and capital markets like use cases, particularly for tokenized assets, will be very, very relevant. Promise of crypto and like what makes it so exciting is it's global and instant, like on day one. And it is interoperable with DeFi or smart contract that exists on a layer like ARC. And to our point of liquidity hub, that exists outside of ARC as well.
This is the home for stablecoin finance and commerce. We're building the blueprint together towards this vision. We have the tools and the team and the investment behind to come and build the experience directly for you. Let's go back to building it.
Let's get this up.
Great. So I didn't want to interrupt you there. What I'm really left with is Zebec's going to be heavily involved. You're talking about local stable coins. When you think about local stable coins, you think about, Zebec has a lot of stable coins that interact with it, but also you think about Metallicus, right? And Metallicus and what they do with onboarding credit unions. So imagine that, X credit union, has its own stable coin through Metallicus, or a city has its own stablecoin through Metallicus, or something like Zebec. And of course they said it had to be approved because we know these stablecoins do, they do kind of trace back to central banks, right? So this is very, very cool. And they were saying instant settlement. That also rings very, very true to me for Zebec. We know how tightly involved Zebec is with Let me go ahead and get to the next screen here. How tightly involved Zebec is with Circle. And you see right there, Zebec officially joined Circle Arc Testnet with institutional grade network being explored by firms like Visa, State Street, Invesco, and MasterCard. We know Zebec cards are issued on MasterCard. Zebec is an early investor. Zebec was an early investment of Circle's and is a member of Circle's alliance and continues to lead in developing payroll and payment rails within the USDC ecosystem, paving the way for broader institutional adoption. So we know that Breyer Capital, who was an initial investor in Circle, is also a lead investor in Zebec. So as Zebec goes, as Circle goes, and all the different terms they were talking about stables and having instant settlement, a lot of that has to do with Zebec. And watch my past Zebec shows. We have a Zebec playlist in which we've talked about Zebec possibly being a key piece to the interledger protocol of ripples, right? Now we kind of get into, should Ripple be worried? This ARC is Circle's own blockchain. Would they not even need Ripple anymore now? Are they competing with Ripple now? Absolutely not. They should not be worried at all. Ripple is still partners of theirs. Circle still uses stuff with Ripple, and I've already shown you guys before how with Zebec there are Circle and Ripple ties. Lightspeed Partners, who was a partner of Zebec, who is a initial investor in Zebec, is also initial best investor in XRP. And if we go over here to Securitize, we see Circle is an investor in Securitize. So is Ripple. And Blockchain Capital, another investor in Securitize. If we go over here to Blockchain Capital cryptocurrency portfolio, they're also an investor in XRP as well. So there's a lot of crossover when we talk about XRP and Circle. It's not even a competition type of thing. In fact, if we go over here, we see a post from Circle where they're live on the XRP ledger. So liquidity from Circle's stablecoin is also on the XRP ledger. Okay, so these companies are all working together. If that's not clear, it really, really should be clear, at least to people on my channel. And I know people are going to try to kind of, massage this into a Ripple should be worried thing or a Ripple's dead thing. XRP's dead now. So I kind of got on the jump on that and put out a title that might be a little clickbaity. People who know my channel should know that I definitely think and know and show you proofs and receipts that Ripple and Circle work side by side, just like we're seeing right here. In more than one case, they're working side to side. Okay. And something I thought that was interesting too. Arc is one of those words that you know what I mean? You know what an arc is. But I just looked up the definition, right? For my people who are really into symbolism, you will understand what I mean by this. And if you want to say something in the comments, go right ahead. The apparent path described above and below the horizon by a celestial body, such as the sun. Okay. Above and below, you already got that one. People who know about symbolism. Of course, we know all about sun and sun type of worship and things like that. So for those who like symbolism, they'll know this right away. But yeah, Ripple's not worried. Ripple's working with Circle. That's very clear. Again, if I go back over here and I show you blockchain capital, we already see XRP is one of their things that they're invested in, and blockchain capital and Ripple are both invested in Securitize. But just to finish off and show you here, Zebec with the 333, gotta love that. Investors, Circle, of course, but we also see Lightspeed Ventures, which we know is also invested in XRP, and Breyer Capital, which I told you they're invested in, they're a lead investor here, but they're also an investor in Circle. Okay. I've shown you guys that plenty and plenty of times. If you guys want to look that up and double check that, feel free. But yeah, this was what I wanted to hit you guys with today. If you made it to the end of the show, please put in the comments ARC, ARC, and I'll know that you made it to the end.
What up, ZBCN, man? What's going on, fam? Yeah, we actually were looking at Falcon X earlier, and I did mention your posting. We talked about that previously because we were saying how big that would be. Because we actually calculated, looks like these guys bought about 500,000 was a half, yeah, 500 and almost 600,000 ZBN tokens. So they literally bought half the unlock, right? See if we can go back to that real quick. Where is it? This is the XRP. Here. Yeah, we're talking about that earlier. So big shout out for ZBCN, man, for joining. And we're looking at this, and I actually added them up. Please tell me it's still in the calculator. Please be in the calculator. Definitely not. But yeah, if we add these up, what up, ZBCN, man? Did you see the posts I had earlier? Falcon shares. Yeah, I actually did overview about what Falcon shares is. But is this the updated one? Yeah. So headquartered in San Mateo, California, offices New York, Chicago, Belarus, I guess, and other global locations. Founder CEO Raghu, enabling institutions to trade and manage cryptocurrency effectively and compliantly. Digital asset broker trading platform that serves institutional investors, provides advanced tools for trading, credit, and risk management. And if we go back over to your posts, and let me see, 74,899,108 plus 74,905,108. That's 74 million. I'm tripping. Plus 149 million 810,217, 149 mil won plus another 149 810,217 mil won. And finally, 149 mil won 810,207. Yeah. Almost 600,000, 600 million. So literally, if there was a $1 billion unlock, these guys literally bought more than half the unlock. And that's only in a day. So yeah, if you were able to pull more data, we could probably see these guys are buying up the entire unlock, right? So within a day, they bought 600,000 tokens. That's half an unlock. If they bought another 500, hell, they bought another 400. That's the whole unlock. So we should see some serious price action sooner than later. Heck yeah, man. Love your content, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your research and all that you do for the community. But yeah, I think with your research, I think we should be seeing some price movement real soon, right? If these guys are buying the unlocks as they're coming in, it should be some price to the upside within a few days here, actually. So just trying to see. Let's check the 15-minute chart. Looks like, wow, RSI is way up. 70.3. RSI base moving average is 66.1. We're building volume, and we appear to be bullish, red over blue, building volume on the 15-minute at the 0032 on the 15-minute. On the 45-minute, we're building volume as well. RSI is 68.1, building volume, bullish on the MACD. And let's check the 1 hour. Also bullish. We'll check the 2 hour. 2 hours showing volume coming up as well. 55.9 RSI. And still bullish on the 4 hour chart. Yep, 600 mil won. What up? I bet with the GOAT. What's going on, fam? So yeah, if we could see, if you had that thing, we could check it out. We'll go back and see. But good research there, ZBCN man. Keep up the good work. 2 trillion in trading volume, 2,000 institutional clients, and deep liquidity, custody, and financing. And they bought 21 shares in October. So with them buying 21 shares and them buying up a ZBCN, I suspect ZBCN is definitely going to get an ETF sooner than later, and these guys are going to make out like a fat rat. So when that happens, you best believe we're going to see some serious pump on the ZBCN side. So let me know what you guys think about that. Go back to the bubbles real quick. What up? I bet with the GOAT. I was thinking about doing Casper video because I saw Casper was, oh man, FET is going crazy, up 93%. Casper's up 18.4. AI Tech's up 45. Zcash up 36. Turbo up 18. Did they vote to open the government back up? What's going on? What's really popping? Peanuts up 15%. Ethereum Classic's up 21%. Bonk is up 15. Bitcoin is up 1.1. Doesn't really be seeing Bitcoin doing much. Up point on the hour. Let's see what's going on from here to the overall crypto market. Overall crypto market is, drum roll please, up 3.4 trillion, of 2.4%. Total market cap. CMC 20 is up 2.3 to 218.3. Fear and greed still in fear. Altcoin season pumped up a little bit. The crypto market is in overbought. 60.64. I've never seen it this far over, or it's been a while. So we will see. XRP's up 0.3, up 5% on the day. Binance up 3%. Solana up 3%. Tron up 2%. Dodge up 11. Cardano up 9. Hyperliquid up 9. Zcash up 31. Stellar up 7. Bitcoin Cash up 9. Sui up 10. Litecoin up 15. And we sort by 24-hour. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. FET's killing it. Falcon's up 85. StarNet's up 45. Near's up 39. Render is up 38. Zcash is up 32. The graph 28, Polkadot 23, PIF 22, Plasma 21, Ethereum Classic 21, Injective 21, WorldCoin 20, XPX 19, Celestial 19, Virtual 19, Stacks 18, Caspa 18, Vet 17, Cosmos 17, Optimus 17, ATP 17, CRV 17, Algorand 16, Story 15, Bonk 15, Litecoin 15, Ether 5 15, Arbitron 14, IOTA 14, Ondo 14. Okay, Ondo. I think I actually bought some Ondo yesterday. SCI 13, Pepe 13, Flocke 12, Pump 12, Dodge 12, Uniswap 11. But that seems pretty good, guys. I don't want to go too far today. And plus, let's see if I can throw a quick Caspa live together. Let's see what's going on with Caspa. But thanks for joining. And I got a XRP video coming up. I just need to post it. So I'll post that for, what is this? Probably 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then I'll see if I can squeeze in a Caspa video as well. But thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. Let me know if the video is clearer today. Shout out to my main man, Fabian. Been on my back for months to tell me that the video isn't that clear. So I think we've solved that problem. But as always, let's get back to the money, guys. Stay dangerous. Have a good Friday. And it's okay to be different or weird. Maybe it's not you just different or weird, it's everyone else. But it's your main man, BTM, signing out to the Crypto News Network. Peace in hair grease and miners out. Peace out. Yeah, I bet with the GOAT trying to do a Casper Lab. Keep an eye out for that. Peace out.